Remember the Greater Oregon movement? We've covered it here on the broadcast. The story about counties in eastern Oregon trying to leave Oregon and become part of Idaho. Well, another county has joined the list, becoming the 8th to join the movement. Been a little while since we checked in with our friend Mike McCarter. He's back tonight, Greater Idaho president. It's good to see you again, Mike. So another county is on board here, voting yes. What's the latest? Sounds like you're picking up some steam.
Absolutely, it is rolling. On top of the poll that came out of Idaho, where 51% of the people versus 35% were willing to accept us. So now we've got 8 counties signed up. We've got 2 more counties that are. I'm just turning the petitions in this next week to get them on the ballot. So we're moving on. It just keeps going.
Yeah, so what's the process here, Mike? What's next? Because I know ultimately both state legislatures in Oregon and Idaho have to sign off on this thing, and Congress ultimately. But what's ahead next?
Well, we've just had, again, last week after this vote has taken place, one of the state senators has come forward and said 100% behind it and is going to introduce some type of legislation into the next session, which starts right after the 1st of 2020. So our goal is to continue on with the counties and then get this talked about in the Oregon legislature and the Idaho legislature, because that's where the decisions makers are.
Right. Do you think that the votes that you're taking right now might be enough to sway these state legislatures, especially Oregon, to say, yeah, sure, we'll cut out 2/3 of the state here?
I don't know if it's going to sway them, but the goal is to get them to talk about it, at least to bring the subject up. And, it shows that you have a problem, Oregon leadership, in rural Oregon. You can choose either to deal with it or ignore it like you are now and just keep on lording over the rest of the rural Oregon citizens. So we're working at it.
Yeah.
We're not stopping. It's going to keep going.
Yeah, well, what I appreciate about you, Mike, is that you're realistic. I remember you telling me early on you knew this was a heavy lift. You understood that. It still feels that way to me, but I think, it's hard to argue that you're making progress.
More and more people who have been sitting on the sidelines are starting to jump in and to support the issue. And after one of your earlier interviews there, I'm kind of worried, because I'm 74 years old. I might have to go through one of these cognitive tests to find out whether or not I can move Oregon's border.
I think you're doing a pretty good job based on the election results you're seeing so far. Hey, Mike McCarter, it's great to see you from beautiful Lapine, Oregon. Take a deep breath for me. Love that. Yes. Oregon freshness.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. We enjoy it.
All right. It's good to see you, Mike. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.